Linda Richards. Hi, Chris. I know that the cult opens and reads the mail of its members. That is a federal offense. How do they get around that? Okay, let's be real clear about this because it doesn't read the mail of its members in that, it's public members, people who live in homes of their own and do Scientology services. I mean, they get their own mail and they, obviously the Scientology doesn't have anything to do with that. When it comes to staff members and Sea Org members, Scientology has a policy that if mail arrives to its location, to the Church of Scientology, it will open that mail. And it's not a federal offense to do that because the mail was sent to the Church of Scientology. Now, if I send a personal letter to a staff member and I send it to the Church of Scientology and I don't send it to their house, then the Church of Scientology has the right to open that mail. It's their own policy. And the reason the Church of Scientology has the right to do that is because the staff members or the Sea Org members of those churches know that that's the church's policy. They're told that. And they have no expectation of privacy, and they have no expectation that the mail is, in other words, they've agreed that the church can open up their mail. And so that removes it from the category of a federal offense. And I had to learn all of this when I was a staff member in Santa Barbara because I actually thought the same thing. And I got really pissed one day at the executive director, his name was Doug, because I was like, hey man, you're opening people's mail, that's not cool. And I actually wrote a knowledge report on him. And he saw that and got really jacked, and he took me into a room and showed me the policy about mail opening, and that it was L. Ron Hubbard's orders that all mail to the organization be opened. And he went and checked with the legal director, the director of special affairs there, and said, "Hey, is this true? Is this a federal offense?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, no, it's not a federal offense at all." And so he then came and set me straight on that. So that's where I kind of learned that lesson myself, and learned that I did not have any expectation of privacy if personal mail was being sent to me via the church. And the reason that the church opens all the mail, by the way, is because they want to get the money. If there's money being sent to the church, they want to get it right away. That was the whole point of opening all the mail, not to necessarily read people's secrets or whatever. In the Sea organization, where it's a whole religious order and all that, there is another level of surveillance going on where they're reading your mail in order to make sure your mom's not telling you that you should leave Scientology. There's that also, as well as looking for money that comes into the organization. And on that point, let me say, if my mom sent me $20, I'd get the $20. I mean money for the organization. I'm not talking about personal money. They don't rip off my personal money out of my mail. But if I was in the Sea Org and my mom or dad or relatives or friends were sending me money, they would come and tell me that they need to not do that because the Sea Org is supposed to take care of its own, and you're not supposed to be getting gifts and money and things like that from outside sources. So anyway, I'm wrapping a lot of data up into this answer, but I hope that resolves that.